The date is December 22nd, 2025. If you woke up today feeling profoundly different, if the world around you seems to have subtly yet significantly shifted overnight, or if you're experiencing sensations in your body and mind that defy easy explanation, then this message is for you. What you're experiencing isn't random. It's not all in your head. And perhaps most importantly, you are absolutely not alone. A powerful new moon has just passed. And this wasn't just any new moon. This was the final new moon of 2025, serving as the universe's ultimate energetic checkpoint for the year. Think of it as a cosmic invitation to step into a higher state of awareness and being. If you're reading this, and if the following descriptions resonate with your current experience, it suggests you've accepted that invitation. You've navigated the year's challenges and are poised for a significant energetic upgrade. You are, in essence, among those experiencing a profound awakening. Consider it a pivotal moment. The recent new moon in Sagittarius acted as a universal filter, distinguishing those genuinely prepared for deeper consciousness from those still operating from older, familiar paradigms. This was an energetic frequency upgrade made available to everyone, yet consciously or unconsciously, only a segment of humanity chose to receive it. This energetic acceptance required a willingness to confront personal truths, release what no longer served one's highest good, and fully embrace one's inherent power. If you took that courageous step, if you honored your soul's deeper calling during this potent lunar window, the rewards are manifesting right now, in real time. This isn't a promise for a distant future or contingent on more self-work. The shifts are unfolding within you and around you. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 significant shifts that many who are waking up are experiencing during this 48-hour period following the final new moon of 2025. As I describe each one, I encourage you to pay close attention to your physical sensations, your thoughts, and the subtle changes in your life. If these shifts are occurring for you, it serves as a powerful confirmation, a cosmic acknowledgement that you are indeed moving through this transformative period successfully. If even one of these shifts resonates deeply with your current experience, consider acknowledging it. This can be your personal declaration, an affirmation that you are ready to fully embrace the profound changes and opportunities that lie ahead. Before we delve into these 5 shifts, it's crucial to understand why this December new moon held such immense significance, setting it apart from other lunar events this year, and why it carried such weight and potential for deep transformation. December traditionally marks a period of completion, endings, and the closing of cycles. However, this particular December, as the final month of 2025, carries amplified energetic importance. We're not merely concluding a month or a calendar year, we are collectively transitioning out of an overarching energetic cycle, closing the door on outdated forms of consciousness and opening a profound gateway to entirely new possibilities. The new moon's placement in Sagittarius further amplified this energy exponentially. Sagittarius, a fire sign, is intrinsically linked to truth-seeking, wisdom, expansive thinking, and higher learning. It's beneficently ruled by Jupiter, the planet associated with growth, abundance, and optimism. When the moon transitions into darkness within this expansive sign, it creates a powerful void, a sacred emptiness, This void is not a lack, but rather a fertile space where old patterns can gently release, making way for fresh perspectives and new beginnings to emerge. Yet, here's the critical understanding: the universe doesn't impose transformation. It extends the invitation. It opens the door. It presents the opportunity. But the choice to walk through remains yours. You are an active participant in your own evolution. This requires a conscious willingness to release the comfortable and familiar and courageously reach for what genuinely resonates with your authentic truth. During the new moon, countless individuals experienced its potent energy. Some were consciously aware of it, others less so. Regardless of personal awareness, everyone was presented with an implicit choice to evolve or remain in old patterns, to ascend in consciousness or stay tethered to past limitations, to awaken or continue slumbering. A significant number, perhaps the majority, chose to remain in their current state. This isn't a judgment of character or spirituality. It often stems from a lack of readiness, where the perceived fear of change outweighs the innate desire for growth. The familiar discomfort can sometimes feel safer than the vast, unknown potential of transformation. But you, by being here and resonating with this message, made a different choice. You chose awakening, and now you are experiencing the powerful unfolding of that choice. Yes, I use the word consequences, because spiritual evolution isn't always a smooth, idyllic journey of only love and light and effortless manifestation. It can be intense, challenging, and at times uncomfortable as old structures dismantle. However, it is also undeniably the most profoundly rewarding, deeply fulfilling, and purposeful experience a soul can embark upon. Shift number 1. Intense physical symptoms and energy recalibration. The first major shift experienced by those undergoing an energetic awakening is often a distinct set of physical symptoms. Your body may feel markedly different, and I'm not referring to subtle, easily imagined changes. These are often dramatic, undeniable, and at times even unsettling sensations that began either last night or immediately upon waking this morning. The truth is, your physical body is undergoing a profound recalibration to align with your newly elevated energetic frequency. When you successfully navigate a significant cosmic event like this final new moon, your consciousness expands, your awareness heightens, and your soul's inner light intensifies. This transformation primarily occurs at an energetic level first. Your physical body, being denser matter, requires a bit more time to integrate these changes. During this integration phase, you may experience a range of symptoms. Many of you might have woken up this morning with a significant headache. This isn't a typical headache from dehydration or stress. This often indicates a crown chakra activation headache. It might feel like an intense pressure at the very top of your head, as if something is gently pushing down on your skull, or a sensation of a tight band encircling your head. For some, the sensation is more concentrated at the third eye area, right between your eyebrows, perhaps a drilling or boring feeling. This signifies your higher energy centers opening and expanding beyond their previous capacity. You are receiving profound energetic downloads, activations, and light codes, information from your higher self, your spiritual guides, and the universal consciousness itself. Your pineal gland, often referred to as your third eye, and the physical anchor point for spiritual perception, is being flooded with energy. It's undergoing a process of decalcification and reawakening, remembering its true function as your inner vision and connection to other dimensions. What should you do about this headache? Resist the urge to reach for painkillers unless the discomfort is genuinely unbearable. This sensation is a part of the activation process. Instead, focus on hydration by drinking plenty of water. If possible, seek rest in a quiet, dimly lit room. Gently place your hands on your crown, the top of your head, and breathe deeply, consciously intending for the energy to flow smoothly rather than accumulate. Most importantly, practice surrender to the process. Mentally, thank your body for undergoing this profound upgrade. Others might be experiencing extreme fatigue. You may have slept for 8, 9, or even 10 hours, yet woken up feeling more exhausted than when you went to bed. Or you might be experiencing inexplicable waves of exhaustion throughout the day, feeling an overwhelming need to lie down and close your eyes, even without engaging in strenuous physical activity. This profound fatigue is your body's intelligent way of compelling you to slow down, allowing it to perform crucial deep integration work. During sleep, your conscious mind temporarily steps aside, enabling your body to fully focus on cellular regeneration, energetic rewiring, and frequency alignment. You need more rest now because you are quite literally being rebuilt at a cellular and even DNA level. Your cells are remembering their original divine blueprint. Dormant strands of DNA are activating, and your entire system is upgrading to house greater light, more information, and enhanced cosmic energy. Conversely, some of you might be experiencing the opposite hyperactivity. You might feel a constant buzz of energy, an inability to sit still, as if electricity courses through your veins. Your mind might be racing, and your body might instinctively want to move, dance, or shake. This often signals a surge of Kundalini energy rising. This potent spiritual energy, traditionally described as a coiled serpent at the base of your spine, is awakening and ascending through your central energy channel, clearing blockages and activating your chakras one by one. If you're experiencing this intense energy, do not suppress it. Find healthy outlets to move your body. Go for a brisk walk or run. Dance freely. Practice dynamic yoga, or simply shake out your limbs. Allow the energy to circulate naturally rather than attempting to contain it, as suppressing rising Kundalini can sometimes manifest as anxiety, panic, or even physical discomfort. Many individuals are also noting temperature fluctuations, sudden hot flashes, followed by chills, feeling as though you're burning from within, only to feel freezing cold moments later. This indicates your internal thermoregulatory system is recalibrating. Your cells are vibrating at a higher frequency, which naturally generates internal heat. Concurrently, your nervous system is adjusting to new energy currents, which can create sensations of cold. These fluctuations are temporary and will typically balance out over the next few days as your system establishes its new energetic equilibrium. Digestive issues are also remarkably common during these shifts. You might experience nausea, a sudden loss of appetite, or conversely, intense hunger and specific food cravings. Your solar plexus chakra, which governs digestion, personal power, and self-esteem, is undergoing significant transformation. You are releasing old emotional energy that has been stored in your gut for years, possibly lifetimes. As this stagnant energy is released, it can temporarily disrupt your digestive system. During this time, listen intently to your body's signals regarding food. If you're not hungry, avoid forcing yourself to eat. If you find yourself craving specific foods, honor those cravings, even if they don't seem logically aligned with your usual diet. Your body intuitively knows what it needs to support this complex upgrade process. Many will naturally gravitate towards lighter foods, increased water intake, and a reduction in processed items. Trust this inner guidance. Heart palpitations or unusual sensations in the chest are also frequently reported by those awakening. Your heart chakra is undergoing a massive expansion. You are opening to frequencies of unconditional love, divine compassion, and cosmic connection that far surpass what your heart has previously held. As your heart expands, you might feel fluttering, racing, a sense of pressure, or even brief moments of aching. Unless you have a pre-existing heart condition requiring medical attention, these sensations are generally not dangerous. They are powerful signs of energetic activation. To support your heart during this time, gently place your hand over your heart center. Breathe deeply into your chest and consciously thank your heart for its courageous opening. Welcome the influx of profound love and connection that is now available to you. Ringing in the ears is perhaps one of the most widespread symptoms experienced by awakened individuals. This often manifests as high-pitched tones, usually in one ear, but sometimes both. The sound might be constant or come in waves, varying in pitch or intensity. This is typically not tinnitus in the conventional sense. This is often your clairaudient abilities, clear hearing, coming online. You are beginning to perceive sounds beyond the normal physical frequency range, tuning into higher dimensional sounds, cosmic transmissions, or the subtle music of the spheres. These tones are not random noise, they are actually carrying information. Each frequency acts as a code, an activation, or a message from higher realms. You don't need to consciously decode them. Your energetic system is receiving and processing the information automatically. When you hear these tones, you can acknowledge them. Pause, take a deep breath, and internally affirm, I receive this activation. I welcome this upgrade. Thank you. If you are experiencing any of these physical symptoms, please understand your body is not sick or broken. Your body is undergoing an extraordinary upgrade. You are literally becoming a new, more evolved version of yourself at cellular, energetic, and consciousness levels. These symptoms are temporary. Most will significantly diminish within 72 hours, though some might linger for a week or two as your system fully integrates the changes. When they do integrate, you will likely find yourself operating with a level of energy, clarity, and personal power you may have never experienced before. Shift number 2. The veil has lifted, and you see everything clearly. The second major shift that awakened individuals are experiencing right now is arguably the most dramatic and life-altering. The pervasive fog has dissipated, the veil of illusion has lifted, and you are now perceiving reality with a clarity that can be both profoundly liberating and at times unsettling. Things that felt confusing or ambiguous yesterday suddenly make perfect sense today. Questions you've been grappling with for months or even years are being answered with sudden, undeniable insight. Decisions that once felt impossible now seem remarkably obvious. It's akin to someone finally turning on the lights in a room you've been fumbling through, blindfolded your entire life. However, there's a crucial aspect to this newfound clarity. Once you genuinely see the truth, you cannot unsee it. And often, the truth isn't always convenient or pretty. In fact, for many, the clarity you're experiencing is revealing aspects of your life you may have actively avoided, denied, or known deep down, but refused to consciously acknowledge. Many of you are waking up today and seeing your primary relationships with a brutal, undeniable clarity. What you're seeing is that it's simply not working. It hasn't been working for a long time. Perhaps it never truly aligned. But you've been pretending, making excuses, holding on out of fear, habit, or a misguided belief that something is better than nothing. But today, the ability to pretend has evaporated. You can clearly see that this relationship is draining your vital life force, that you've been diminishing yourself to fit into someone else's limited perceptions, accepting crumbs when you deserve a feast, or tolerating behavior that dishonors you because you didn't fully believe you deserved better. And now that you clearly see it, you intrinsically know what must be done. The relationship must either conclude or undergo a radical, transformative restructuring. Others are perceiving their career path with new eyes. Yesterday, your job might have simply been a means to pay bills, fine or good enough. But today, you may clearly see it as a gilded cage. You recognize that every day spent in that environment, you are betraying your soul's purpose, squandering your unique gifts, and participating in systems that fundamentally misalign with your core values. And the resounding inner knowing is you can't do it anymore. This profound clarity about your work compels you to confront a fundamental existential question. What is my life truly for? Is it merely to survive, to accumulate possessions, to please others? Or is it to fully express my soul's purpose, to contribute something meaningful, and to live in authentic alignment with my deepest truth? Some of you are viewing your friendships with surprising clarity, realizing that many individuals you've called friends aren't genuinely supporting your growth. They may not be celebrating your successes or holding compassionate space for your evolution. In fact, they might be subtly or overtly attempting to keep you small or stuck, because your expansion inadvertently threatens their own comfort zones. You're now seeing the often one-sided nature of these connections, how much you give versus how little you receive, how often you show up for them versus how rarely they reciprocate. You're recognizing that you've tolerated these imbalanced connections out of loneliness or out of loyalty to who these people used to be, rather than who they authentically are now. Many are also experiencing brutal honesty regarding family dynamics, the ingrained manipulation, the guilt trips, the conditional love, the toxic patterns passed down through generations, and the restrictive roles you've been forced to play. You're realizing that genetic ties do not grant anyone unlimited access to your precious energy, and that being family does not give others the right to treat you poorly. Beyond relationships, many are gaining profound clarity about themselves. The subtle lies you've told yourself, the excuses you've made, the ways you've played small out of fear of your own immense power. You're clearly seeing how much time you've wasted waiting for external permission, waiting to feel ready, or waiting for perfect conditions. You're seeing countless opportunities you allowed to pass because you were too afraid to take a risk. You're recognizing how you, perhaps unconsciously, have been the primary obstacle on your own path. This self-awareness, while humbling, is incredibly empowering. Because once you clearly see how you've been self-sabotaging, you gain the power to stop. Once you recognize the pattern, you can consciously choose to break it. This newfound clarity is also illuminating your deeper purpose with more definition than ever before. You're receiving clear, intuitive hits, sudden downloads of knowing, or undeniable insights about what you are truly meant to be doing, what unique gifts you are meant to share, and what meaningful contributions you are here to make. For some, this is simply confirming a deep suspicion you've always held. For others, it's a complete revelation. Either way, this inner knowing is undeniable, and it often comes with a powerful sense of urgency, a feeling that you simply cannot wait any longer. You need to start now. This intense clarity is a profound gift. It's the universe gently yet firmly removing the fog so you can finally see the clearest path forward. But it also carries a significant responsibility. Once you see clearly, you become accountable for what you do with that information. You can no longer claim ignorance. You can't say, "You didn't know." You are now called to act, to make necessary changes, and to align your life authentically with your deepest truth. If you're experiencing this shift, if the veil has lifted and you're seeing things you can't unsee, here's what you need to do. Trust what you are seeing. Do not second-guess yourself. Don't allow others to talk you out of what you now know to be true. Resist the urge to wait for external validation. Your clarity is your most reliable compass. Follow it with unwavering conviction. Shift. Number 3. People and situations are falling away rapidly. The third major shift unfolding right now is visible, tangible, and at times emotionally painful. Your external reality is rapidly reorganizing itself. People are exiting your life. Long-standing situations are reaching their conclusion, and structures you once thought were solid may be dissolving. All of this is happening with a speed that might feel overwhelming to process. This is not random. This is not bad luck. This is the universe responding directly to your energetic frequency upgrade. When you move through a major initiation, like this final new moon of 2025, your energetic signature fundamentally changes. You begin to vibrate at a new, higher rate, and anything in your life that cannot energetically match this new vibration will naturally begin to fall away. Many of you are currently experiencing sudden relationship endings. Individuals who were a prominent part of your life yesterday may be gone today, either because you finally mustered the courage to walk away, because they chose to distance themselves, or because the universe intervened to remove them without explicit permission from either party. Friends may be ghosting you. Romantic partners might be revealing their true colors in ways that make it impossible to remain. Colleagues may be creating conflict that forces your hand. Family members might be instigating drama that compels you to establish long overdue boundaries. While this can feel like a profound loss and deeply destabilizing, what is truly happening is a process of energetic alignment. These individuals aren't inherently bad or wrong. They are simply no longer a vibrational match for where you are heading. Keeping them in your life would inevitably slow your progress, drain your energy, and potentially pull you back toward old patterns you've worked diligently to transcend. The universe is, in effect, doing you a profound favor by clearing this space now, making room for the individuals who are meant to be integral to your next chapter. It's not just people falling away. Jobs are ending. Current living situations are becoming untenable. Long-term projects are dissolving. Cherished plans are being cancelled, and opportunities that once seemed solid are now evaporating. Again, this is not failure. This is divine redirection. The universe is gracefully closing doors that would have led you away from your highest path and simultaneously opening new doors that lead directly toward it. Your role is to trust this intricate process and gently release what is ending without clinging or attempting to force it to continue beyond its natural expiration. Many of you are also noticing that certain activities or habits that once brought you pleasure or comfort now feel distinctly empty. Mindlessly watching hours of television no longer holds your interest. Scrolling social media feels like a profound waste of precious time. Indulging in drinking, smoking, or other numbing behaviors no longer provides the escape it once did. Even activities like excessive shopping, eating junk food, or engaging in gossip may now feel hollow and unfulfilling. This is because your soul has tasted something profoundly real and authentic. During the new moon, you reconnected with your true self, your genuine purpose, and your higher potential. Now, anything that distracts you from that authentic connection feels incongruous and unsatisfying. Your tolerance for superficial, meaningless, or soul-numbing activities has simply evaporated. This can feel disorienting because these activities were often your go-to methods for passing time, managing stress, or avoiding difficult emotions. Now that they no longer work, you might experience feelings of boredom, restlessness, or being at a loss. The solution lies in actively seeking out new ways to spend your time that genuinely nourish your soul. Engage in meditation, practice journaling, spend time in nature, explore creative expression, or dedicate time to learning and personal growth. Another aspect of this shift is that toxic environments have become unbearable. Places that once felt tolerable now feel oppressive. Loud, chaotic spaces drain your energy almost instantly. Negative, gossipy atmospheres can make you feel physically unwell. Even being around certain individuals can now exhaust you if they are operating at a significantly lower frequency than your own. This isn't a judgment. It's a manifestation of heightened energetic sensitivity. Your energetic field has expanded and purified, making it more acutely affected by discordant energies. To navigate this, practice self-protection. Consciously remove yourself from toxic environments. Politely decline invitations that don't genuinely feel aligned with your well-being. Here's an important nuance to understand. Not everything that is falling away is meant to be gone permanently. Some people or situations are merely taking a temporary departure because they too need to undergo their own upgrade or do their own inner work. They need to raise their own frequency if and when they do. And if it's part of your highest path, they may return at the appropriate time in a healthier more aligned form. Therefore, avoid burning bridges. Don't end connections with bitterness or resentment. Allow things to fall away with grace. Express gratitude to people for the role they played in your journey. Release them with love and trust that if you are meant to reconnect, you will, when the timing is truly right for all involved. Shift number 4. Your intuition and psychic abilities are exploding. The fourth major shift that awakened individuals are experiencing is both exhilarating and, at times, profoundly overwhelming. Your intuitive abilities, your psychic senses, and your connection to non-physical realities are all amplifying at a rate that might lead you to question your sanity if you don't understand the underlying process. Let me be absolutely clear, you have always possessed these abilities. Every human being does. They are an inherent part of your spiritual DNA. However, for most people, these abilities remain dormant, suppressed by societal conditioning, cultural programming, and a pervasive fear of the unknown. The new moon, in this context, acts as a powerful activation key, unlocking what has been slumbering within you. Many of you are experiencing intense precognition right now. You might think of someone, and they text or call you within minutes. You might have a distinct thought about a specific situation, and it manifests in your physical reality the very same day. You may be dreaming of future events that then unfold exactly as you witness them. This is not mere coincidence. This is your consciousness expanding beyond linear time, allowing you to begin perceiving probable future timelines. You are accessing the vast field of all possibilities and reading the most likely outcomes before they physically materialize. This ability will become stronger and more refined over the coming weeks. But right now, it might feel raw and somewhat uncontrolled. You may find yourself simply knowing things that you have no logical way of knowing. Trust what you know, even when it defies rational explanation. Your intuition is accessing information beyond what your 5 physical senses can perceive. Others are experiencing heightened clairsentience, clear feeling. You are feeling everything around you. Walking into a room, you instantly perceive the emotional atmosphere. Being around people, you can deeply sense what they are truly feeling beneath their spoken words. Visiting places, you can feel the energetic imprints left by past events. This empathic sensitivity is a profound gift, but it can also become a burden if you don't learn effective ways to manage it. You are essentially moving through the world with an expanded energetic field, absorbing the feelings and energies of everyone and everything around you. The key here is diligent grounding and energetic shielding. Visualize strong, healthy roots growing from the soles of your feet, extending deep into the Earth's core. Imagine a protective, iridescent bubble of light enveloping your entire body. Some of you are actively hearing things, voices, distinct music, tones, or whispers that seem to come from nowhere. This is clairaudience, the ability to hear beyond the physical realm. These sounds are not a sign of mental illness. They are often communications from your higher self, your spirit guides, or your soul. The voices might offer guidance, gentle warnings, or encouragement. The tones might be activations, specific energetic codes, or frequency adjustments. Do not be afraid. Instead, consciously engage with what you are hearing. Ask questions internally, request clarity, and set a firm intention to only hear messages that serve your highest good and well-being. Many are experiencing clairvoyance, clear seeing. You might be seeing flashes of light, sparkles, or energetic orbs in your peripheral vision. You might perceive colors or intricate patterns when you close your eyes. You may begin to see subtle auras around people, or even catch glimpses of spirits or other non-physical beings. Your third eye is actively opening. The veil between dimensions is thinning, and you are beginning to perceive what has always been present but was previously invisible to your ordinary vision. If you see something that initially frightens or unsettles you, simply and firmly state, "Only beings of the highest light are welcome in my space. All else must leave now." Your authority over your own energetic field is absolute. Synchronicities are likely off the charts for you right now. Repeating numbers like 11, 11, 22, 22, 3, 33, 4, 4, 4, 4, recurring symbols, hearing the same song everywhere, or having the same conversation with different people, everything seems to be speaking to you. This is the universe consistently confirming that you are on the right path. Every synchronicity is a form of validation, a cosmic wink of approval. Pay close attention to these occurrences. Journal them. Look for recurring patterns or messages. Many of you are receiving profound downloads, sudden, comprehensive influxes of information that you didn't learn from any external source. You just suddenly know things about healing, about energy dynamics, about your personal purpose, or about future possibilities. Write these downloads down immediately. They are coming directly from your higher self, your Akashic records, or your direct connection to universal consciousness. This heightened intuition is also making you extremely energy sensitive. You can feel when someone is being dishonest. You can sense potential danger before it manifests. You can instinctively read people's true intentions behind their words. If you're experiencing these profound amplifications, embrace them, practice using them, and actively work to develop them. You are being gifted with powerful spiritual abilities that are your birthright. Shift number 5. You feel a deep sense of mission and unstoppable urgency. The fifth, and perhaps most profound shift, is a complete transformation in how you relate to your life's purpose. Yesterday, you might have been simply going through the motions, but today, there is an unquenchable fire burning within you. This isn't a vague aspiration. It's a crystal-clear certainty. You now know, deep in your bones, that you have a vital mission. You understand that you incarnated at this specific, pivotal time for a profound reason, that you carry unique gifts desperately needed by the world right now, and that the time to stop waiting and start doing is unequivocally here. With this undeniable knowing comes an intense and often unstoppable urgency. You simply cannot waste another day living small, playing safe, or hiding your brilliant light. Every hour you spend not actively pursuing your purpose now feels like precious time stolen from your destiny. Many of you are receiving clear visions or intuitive insights about what you are truly meant to be doing. While the entire roadmap might not yet be fully clear, you have the crucial first step. You have a clear direction, and you know, with absolute certainty, that you need to move now. For some, this might involve launching a new business. For others, it's about teaching, healing, or creating impactful content. The specific form of expression varies, but the core impulse remains the same. Your soul has vital work to do. This profound sense of mission comes with a deep feeling of sacred responsibility. This isn't a heavy burden, but rather a joyful commitment to service. You recognize that everything you have experienced, every challenge, every triumph, wasn't just for your personal growth. It was all preparation for a greater service. Your past pain has purpose. Your unique story matters. And now, it is time to bravely share it. For the first time, perhaps ever, you are truly ready to be visible, ready to step out of any hiding, because you now intrinsically understand that playing small genuinely serves no one. Many of you are also feeling an undeniable connection to the collective awakening. Your focus isn't solely on your personal life. You are acutely aware of the larger planetary shift underway, and you feel a powerful calling to be an active part of the solution. This isn't ego. This is soul recognition. You are remembering why you consciously chose to be here during this unprecedented pivotal time in human history. So, here's what you need to do right now. Today, December 22nd, 1. Acknowledge what's happening internally or even out loud. Declare, I have responded to this cosmic invitation. I am awakening. I am ready for my mission. 2. Take one concrete action towards your purpose today. Not tomorrow, but today. Whatever that very first step is, send the email, make the call, begin sketching the project, research the next step. Do it now. 3. Protect your energy fiercely. You are in a sensitive integration period. Actively avoid toxic people, draining environments, and negative inputs. Politely decline anything that doesn't genuinely align with your newfound clarity and energetic well-being. 4. Connect with your soul tribe. Seek out and engage with others who are also awakening, who perceive the world with similar eyes. Explore online communities, local groups, or conscious events. Place yourself in spaces where like-minded conscious individuals gather. 5. Document everything. Keep a journal of your experiences, your sudden insights or downloads, and the remarkable synchronicities you encounter. You will undoubtedly look back on this specific period as the pivotal moment when everything profoundly shifted in your life. 6. And finally, trust the process. The shifts will continue. The next few weeks will likely remain intense, bringing more changes, more opportunities for growth, and deeper insights. But know this, you are intrinsically built for this. You have the inner strength and resilience to navigate it all. If you recognize even one of these profound shifts in your current experience, I invite you to acknowledge it. This journey of awakening, while deeply personal, is also a collective experience. Remember, you are not imagining things. You are not alone. You are undergoing a powerful process of awakening, and it is arguably the most significant transformation unfolding in your life right now. The final new moon of 2025 was your profound initiation. You have courageously stepped through the gateway. Now comes the truly exhilarating work, living authentically as your awakened self, fulfilling your unique mission, and helping others remember the incredible truth of who they truly are. Welcome to your new life. It truly begins now.